This is the third project I've exhibited at Gallery EF. The first was a collection of burlesque portraits that I had taken in the early 2000s, and the second project that I exhibited at Gallery EF was From Above, which featured portraits of hibakusha and firebombing survivors from Tokyo, Dresden, Coventry, and Rotterdam. And now this third project, Embrace, that we're presenting today. My experience with Gallery F has been transforming. I wouldn't be a photographer today if it wasn't for Izumi-san and everybody at EF. I learned a lot about being an artist, but also being a better person and experiencing life. When I began photographing From Above in 2008, Izumi-san, her best advice to me was to follow the experience and not to try to dictate what I wanted the experience to be. As a photographer, that was a very difficult thing because people always ask you what type of photograph you want to make and what you want this project to be like. From Above has now been shown in several different countries. We published a book in 2011, and that book has made its way to 4 different continents, and we're really proud of the message that we were able to spread, and also how we were able to pass on these stories of each survivor. Most of the people I photographed in Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Tokyo, and Dresden, they've already passed away. So I hope that we have given them a kind of a permanent visual voice to their stories, and that they won't be forgotten or lost in history. I kind of took a different path with Embrace. Embrace is going to be set up more like a narrative. What you see are kind of the first stages. I want to photograph all of these people you see here over a long period of time, over maybe 15 or 20 years, to kind of give you a roadmap of how they've transitioned physically, but also how they see themselves emotionally. I'm going to photograph these people in good times and bad times, and see where it happens. So if I'm able to exhibit the project in the future, you'll see more of a story within a story. So maybe you will come in and see a picture of Brian when he's 6 years old, and then see him again at 10, and then at 12, or then when he's a teenager. And I hope it brings a little more context into the full transition one makes when their transition is always progressing. It's ambitious, and I hope I can do it. The similarities between the From Above and Embrace projects are that I start every one of my projects with one goal, and that is to learn and to experience. And when I feel like I'm not learning, that's when it's time to stop photographing the subject that I'm photographing. Well, the obvious difference between From Above and Embrace is that From Above was shot all in black and white, and with the exception of one photograph. But Embrace was shot in all color, with the exception of one photograph that was shot in black and white. And with From Above, I was trying to capture a timeless feeling. I wanted these memories to not feel like they were 70 and 75 years old. It also created less of a distraction to photograph in black and white. I want you to concentrate on each survivor's eyes, and there's less information when you're photographing in black and white. With Embrace, it was difficult to come back to shoot with color film. It had been almost 10 years since I had really concentrated with color film, and I kind of forgot how to express myself in color without being too distracting. Well, beside the obvious characteristics of the black and white and color photos from above and Embrace, there definitely are stylistic differences beyond that. When I first began photographing from above, I had no intention of showing these photographs to anybody. It wasn't until I returned back home to New York after being in Japan for about 2 months taking those portraits in 2008 that Azumi-san and Takashi-san convinced me to show the portraits from Nagasaki and Tokyo. And that was about 5 months after we took the photographs. And at that time, I really wanted to just take the same photograph of each person, because I didn't want you to, I wanted you to concentrate on each person's eye.